Hello everyone, myself Bhubi Patel, Assistant Professor at LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology in the Department of Instrumentation and Control. Today's our topic is the pulse transfer function matrix. In the unit number 2, the continuous time state space system to the discrete time state space analysis. So, what is the pulse transfer function matrix? So in the state space of the n order LTI discrete time system with R input and M input is given by the x of k plus 1, that is equal to g x of k plus h u of k, and y of k is equal to c x of k plus d of k. That this equation that we have to prove in the earlier session. So in that, where x of k is our n vector, u of k is r vector, and y of k is the m vector. Okay, as you know, the x of k plus 1 is our state equation and y of k is our output equation for the discrete time system. Now, here we have used a different type of matrix. So G is n cross n matrix, H is n cross R matrix, C is n cross n matrix, and D is n cross R matrix. As you know, in the most of case, we can take the D matrix as a 0 in the continuous time state space analysis. Okay, so in the pulse transfer function matrix, we have simply taking the Z transform of this equation. So what is the Z transform? Z of x of k plus 1, that is equal to Z x of z minus Z x of 0 is equal to Z x of z plus h u of z, and y of z is equal to C x of z plus d of u of z. Now the pulse transfer function calls for the assumption of the zero initial condition. That means x of 0 is equal to 0. Up to now, we can take the initial condition in the example or in the any system that follow the discrete time state space analysis. They will give on the value of the initial condition. Now, in the pulse transfer function, we can take that the initial condition that is equal to 0. So, our equation will become x of z, because in the above equation we can put x of 0 is equal to 0. So x of z is equal to zi minus z inverse into into h u of z. So the y of z is equal to, put the value of x of z in the equation of y of z, we can get c into zi minus z inverse into h plus d, and we can take u of z as a common. As you know, in the previous example, they will given the value of u of z. U of z is our input signal, so we can take the step input, ramp input, parabolic input, impulse input. Okay, so depending upon the plant or the system, they will given the input signal. Okay, so what is the y of z? It is nothing but the function of z into the input signal. So what is the equation of the pulse transfer function? F of z is equal to c zi minus c inverse into h plus d. So this function of z is called the pulse transfer function matrix. So you know about that. If we have the equation of the discrete time state space analysis, using this equation and putting the initial value as 0, we can get the equation of the pulse transfer function matrix. Now it is a m cross r matrix here. So now what is the zi minus z? As you know, it is the adjoint of zi minus z upon mode of zi minus z. So function of z, the pulse transfer function, is nothing but the c into adjoint of zi minus z into h upon mode of zi minus z plus d. Now mode of zi minus z is equal to 0, or we can take z raised to n plus a1 z raised to n minus 1 plus a2 z raised to n minus 2 plus a, and that is equal to 0. This is the equation to find the value of mode of zi minus z. So this is the characteristic equation for the discrete time system that also we have discussed in the earlier section. So coefficient of ai, that is the depend of the element of the Z. If we have this 2 cross 2 matrix, if we have 3 cross 3 matrix, so depending upon the element of the Z, we have to decide the coefficient of A. Okay. So this is all about the pulse transfer function matrix. Now example using the pulse transfer function matrix equation. So in the example we have to obtain the pulse transfer function of the following system, and always the following system is given in the discrete form. So they will given here x1 of k plus 1, x2 of k plus 1, that is equal to 1, 0.4323, 0.1353, x1 of k, x2 of k plus 0.2838, 0.4323 u of k, where u of k is our input signal, and they will given the output state equation y of k is equal to 10 x1 of k, x2 of k. We have to obtain the pulse transfer function matrix. So first of all we have to write down the pulse transfer function equation. It is nothing but the function of z, that is equal to c zi minus z inverse into h plus d. Okay, so put the value of g is equal to 1, 0.4323, 0 and 0.1353, and then we have to find the first zi minus z inverse, and equation of the zi minus z is equal to adjoint of zi minus z upon mode of zi minus z. So first of all we have to find the value of element a1, a2, a3, then h1, h2, h3. So what is the equation of a1? So a1 is equal to minus trace g. So put the value of g matrix in this equation. Take the sum of the diagonal element, it is the trace. So we can get minus 1.1353. Okay, now h1 is equal to g plus a1i. Put the value of g plus multiply a1 with the I matrix. So we can get minus 1.1353, 0 minus 1.1353. Now simply we have to add these two matrices and we can get minus 0.1353, 0.4323, 0 and minus 1. So this is the value of h1. Now next we have to find the value of a2, and equation of a2 is minus 1 by 2 trace h1, and for that we have to find the value of g into h1. Okay, so g into h1 it is 1, 0.4323, 0.1353 into minus 0.1353, 0.4323, 0 and minus 1. So we can get minus 0.1353, 0, 0 minus 0.1353. So equation of a2 is minus 1 by 2 trace g into h1. G is missing. So you have to write the equation like this manner, minus 1 by 2 trace g into h1. So minus 1 by 2 trace, we can put the multiplication answer, and then we have to find the value of trace. So minus 1.1353 plus minus 0.1353, and then we have to divide by 2, so we can get 0.1353. Minus minus becomes plus. Okay, now we can find the value of h2. Now if we have to find the value of h2 after the a2, we can get the value of 0. So then next we have to simply write the equation to find the value of mode of zi minus z. It is z square plus a1z plus a2. If we can get the value of a3, so what is the equation of mode of zi minus z? It becomes z cube plus a1z square plus a2z plus a3. So simply here we have to put the value of a1, a2, a3 coefficient in this particular equation and get the equation. So equation will become z square minus 1.1353 z plus 0.1353. Simply we have to find out the factor of this particular equation. We can get z minus 1 and z minus 0.1353. Now for the adjoint, the equation of adjoint of zi minus z, that is equal to iz plus h1. If we can get the value of h2, so equation will become iz square plus h1z plus h2. But here if we have to find the value of h2 will get z 0. So the equation will become Iz plus H1. Put the value of Iz and H1 in this particular equation and then simply add these two matrices. We can get the final answer Z minus 0.1353, 0.4323, 0 and Z minus 1. So this is the answer of adjoint of Zi minus Z. Next is find the value of Zi minus Z inverse. It is nothing but the adjoint of Zi minus Z upon mode of Zi minus Z. So we can write the matrix like this manner. Now we have to simplify this matrix, so some term is cancelled out and we can get 1 upon Z minus 1, 0.4323 upon Z minus 1, Z minus 0.1353, 0 and 1 upon Z minus 0.1353. Now what is the equation of pulse transfer function? It is C into Zi minus Z inverse H plus D, and in the equation they will given the value of C, H and D. So put the value of all the matrix and find the value of function of Z. Okay, so the function of Z is equal to C into Zi minus Z inverse H plus D. D is equal to 0. Put the value of C, that is 1, 0, and H is equal to 0.2838, 0.4323. So first of all we have to multiply this C into Zi minus D. We can get 1 upon Z minus 1, 0.4323 upon Z minus 1, Z minus 0.1353 into the H matrix, and D is equal to 0. So multiply these two matrices, we can get 0.2838 upon Z minus 1 plus 0.18688 upon Z minus 1, Z minus 0.1353. Now simplify this equation, we can get function of Z is equal to 0.2838 in the bracket Z minus 0.1353 plus 0.18688 upon Z minus 1, Z minus 1353. Okay, so using the pulse transfer function matrix, we can easily find the value of function of Z. For that, we have to convert the pulse transfer function matrix equation, and for that we have to follow this theory where they will given the equation of the discrete time system, that is x of k plus 1 and y of k, and we have take the Z transform of this equation, and the must condition is that we have take the initial condition that is equal to 0. So we can get the new equation for this particular discrete time state space analysis, and using this theorem we have to find the value of function of Z. If in the exam, if they will ask the find out the value of y of Z, so you have to take first of you have to find the value of function of Z, then simply you have to multiply the value of function of Z with the unit step or the unit ramp function that will be given in the equation, so you can easily get the value of y of Z. So using the pulse transfer function matrix, we have to find the value of function of Z as well as y of Z. Clear? So this is all about the pulse transfer function matrix. The main thing is that you have to know about the how to find the Zi minus Z inverse and how to multiply the matrix. Okay, clear? Thank you everyone. If anyone have doubt, then contact me in my email ID.